Wilhelm van Rensburg, Senior Art Specialist at Strauss & Company. This magnificent drawing by William Kentridge, called the Highveld Masked Ball, was commissioned by the Imanu Shalom congregation for a masked ball in order to raise funds for various charities. The Imanu Shalom congregation was a very progressive Jewish congregation with 2 temples, and they, for instance, invited Nelson Mandela soon after his release in 1990 to address their members. It started, however, in 1984 when a good friend of William Kentridge, Reinhold Curator, urged him to take up drawing in all earnest, and Curator then mounted an exhibition of exclusive Kentridge drawings in 1985 in his gallery in Rosebank. Those drawings focused on a very congested space, usually a drawing room, an opera house, a cafe, and the like. And the subject is really that of the white bourgeoisie in South Africa. Of course, that theme reminds one of the famous Nadine Gordimer novel of 1966 called The Late Bourgeois World. What Kentridge does in this particular drawing is to combine elements of the landscape with figuration, and those are aspects that you would find continuously in his whole oeuvre. What is interesting about this particular work, the figures that you see here, the face of this particular dancer, easily recognized from another important work of his from the 1988 called Art in a State of Grace, Art in a State of Hope, Art in a State of Siege. On top of this head here are the pylons, and the pylons, again, a motif featuring prominently in other Kentridge works, such as Zeno writing at 4 a.m. What is also interesting is this surreal element by way of the head of this particular dancing figure of a set of utensils, and the utensils we see for the first time in his work in a work called Johannesburg, second greatest city after Paris, where you have the main protagonist, Soho Epstein, eating, in fact stuffing his face using these utensils. And then lastly, this little cartouche that you see here of a kissing couple references another important work called The Battle Between Yes and No. I think Kentridge wanted to say something about the surreal world of the 1980s in the socio-political South Africa of the time.